thanks for stopping by. If you clicked on the thumbnail, clicked on the video, saw that the standing desk was finally done, and you just want to see what it looks like, here it is. This is the desk that we built completely out of pallets, and it's going to go in my classroom in the next couple of days, just kind of as soon as I get it there. If you want to see how we did it, and you want to see kind of the trials and tribulations of putting it together, go to keep watching. Learn some stuff. Hopefully there's new video editing that you enjoy, prove that I'm getting better at this. And I know it kind of took a while. Said I was gonna get it done soon, but it's finally here. We're all done. So without further ado, let's check out the build.
All right, we're going to jump right in where we left off from part 1. This is me building some runners for the bottom of the desk. Here I'm installing runners on the bottom of the desk because I want to add that shelf that's just open space where I could kind of put my lunchbox and my backpack and laptop bag and that sort of thing in the desk. You saw in the previous part of the video where I said there was measuring proof. Well, that measuring proof led to this little video chaos that you see me attempting to put the bottom onto the shelf that I want in my desk. I must have measured it a half a dozen times and cut and recut and shaved edges and corners to try to get it fit in there. It was an absolute mess.
And there it is. It's in there. All right, moving forward. Everybody's got a "this is how I make drawers" video. So, you saw how I make drawers, right? I make a box. I'm going to put floor on it. Put a drawer face on it, stick it in the hole. I'm going to call it a drawer. That's all I got. Just like that, we got 2 drawers, or boxes. We're going to let the glue dry up, then we're going to put the bottom on there, trim around it, slide it in. We got to make the runners for the drawer. We're going to make the runners inside the cabinet there. And then I think we start working on the top. See you soon. Alright, some trim router action. Hey, I'm glad you're still watching. Today, I'm going to measure out some kind of sideboards for the drawer. The drawers are just going to be on wooden runners, obviously. We're not going to put any fancy rollers in there or nothing. And if the drawer gets a little crooked, it jams in that hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of this, hardy board I got. And I'm going to glue vertical sidebars on it so the drawer can't wobble back and forth. So let's go measure those out. I'll show what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so you can see the drawer right here. If I pull it out nice and straight, it works just fine. However, as soon as I get it a little crooked, I'll pull it out a little bit. As soon as I get it crooked, see it kind of starts to drag. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these runners and glue them in place to the bottom drawer runner, glue them in place and just clamp them
to the drawer right here. I'm gonna pull a little playing card for a little bit of space so it's not super tight. And then I'm gonna let them dry overnight and just screw it up from the bottom. So let's go ahead and get that done.
All right, listen. I'm editing this video and I'm watching myself over here struggle with these little drawer runners. So here's the gist of it. I took some of that MDF and I cut it down to basically be side panels against each drawer in hopes that that would make the drawer run more true in and out, you know, kind of straighter. I used some glue and I used some playing cards to go ahead and build both of these side rails. Now, in the end, it worked and the drawers worked just fine. But you got to move forward past this part of the video. It's just infuriating for me to watch, so I'm sure you don't want to watch it either. Let's go ahead and just clip all this out, zoom through real quick, so we can get to the better part where we learn how to make wooden drawer runners. Those work awesome.
So here's my idea. I'm going to go ahead and make this runner like so. That would go on the inside against the cabinet. And then this one with a little bit of shaving and sanding is going to be the part that slides with the drawer. So let's go and get to it. Here's a drawer. I built it last night. This is going to be the shallow drawer that just goes on the top of that cabinet. I'm not going to try to mess around with any special keyboard shelf or nothing. This will work just fine. And if you remember from just a second ago in the video you're watching, we built some drawer runners out of that MDF. And then we put those drawer runners in there. So now we just have to mate this drawer with the runner part that attaches to the side to the runners. So here is a cutoff of the runners we made. Essentially that's how it's going to sit on the drawer. Here's the runner we're going to attach to the side. We're just going to kind of put these two together, line it up, get it nice and snug, and that should be the end of it. And it should just line up and go right into those drawer runners. I'm not going to lie, I kind of like this method. If this method works out this easy, this might be how we make drawers and drawer runners from this point forward. So let's go ahead and attach it, see if we can get it to work. How about that? What? Oh, that's way better. That is way better. Look at that. It even stands up on itself. Ah, that's way better, guys. That's how we're making drawers and drawer guides from now on. That's the end of it. Man, I wish we would have discovered that ahead of time. Look. Oh, that's terrible. We're going to have to fix that. This is the best. Look at that. That's awesome. Come on, you have to admit, it looks good. What? Good job, guys. Way to come together as a team.
Alright, so listen. Here's the tabletop all glued up and everything. I'm going to take these clamps off and get ready to sand it and take all the glue squeeze out and make it ready for the top of the desk. I don't even know where the videos went of me gluing it together. So let's just go ahead and move past that.
Still watching, huh? Thanks for sticking around. I am working on the top for our standing desk right here. Some of the pallet wood just has some cracks and divots, and so my plan is, with some of these imperfections, I'm going to fill them in with dowels. I have these dowels right here left over from an old oak bar stool. I'm just going to drill them out, put the dowel in there, cut it flush, and then when we go to sand it all down real aggressively, we'll sand this dowel flat with the boards. Alright, hey, you just saw me put a chamfer on there to kind of dress up this top of his desk a little more. Right now, you guys probably already know this trick. I'm going to take a damp rag and I'm going to wet down the top and let it raise all the wood fibers up, and then I'm going to sand it down with like 220. So this probably isn't new, but I'm going to do it. All right, so this is a new one to me. I'm going to use this pre-stained wood conditioner. It's oil-based, and it's supposed to make soft wood, which this is, take stain more consistently. I've never used pre-conditioner or pre-stained wood conditioner, so I'm just going to do it. I read the directions. It says to kind of stir it up a little bit, apply it with a lint-free rag. I got a t-shirt arm. I'm going to go ahead and put it all over the top, and you got to let it dry, and then we'll see about putting the stain on. I read the directions. It says to apply the stain across the grain, let it saturate, and then wipe the excess off with the grain. So put the wood conditioner on there. Right now it just kind of looks a little wet. Stain, we gotta let it dry, and then we can put the stain on it and see how that works. Hey, if any of you guys have ever used wood conditioner or have like a I should have used it, I didn't use it, some comparison, let me know in the comments what the benefits are. Because obviously I did the whole thing, I'm gonna stain it, so I don't have if I should or shouldn't have done it. All right, we're gonna let it dry. You wait here. No, just kidding. I'll cut the video off.
Hey everyone, here you can see I'm staining the drawer faces for the drawers I made a little earlier in the video. There's no video of me making the drawer faces just because there were some bad angles and some questionable kind of make it work woodworking that I didn't really want to take up any valuable video space to just show me struggling with the boards. So they're on there and they're working just fine. But I would like to call our attention to the advancement in the editing magic that I'm doing here. These are 3 videos spliced together into one video, all happening at different times, and a voiceover. Come on, guys. You gotta admit, I'm getting better at this editing thing.
All right. While you were gone, I went ahead and just slapped some white primer onto this desk base right here. It's not going to be white. I'm going to paint it a real dark black color. But I didn't want all the dark to get absorbed into that wood, so we put a primer on there. So I don't really think I need to record me painting white primer on a desk. I'm pretty sure you know how to paint.
I got this marquee one coat, lasting beauty, durability, interior matte, stain blocking, blah blah blah, at the Home Depot for $2. That's what we're about to paint this with. You can watch me paint it, but I'm gonna videotape it and fast forward through it in the editing.
What's up, everybody? Hey, we're at the end. We're about done. I am going to put some knobs on the drawers. I always kind of struggle as to what knobs to put on furniture. I just don't have. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do it. Not like I can put the knob on it. I just mean like which knob. To tell you the truth, I'm going to go with these just because I got a bag of them real cheap at the flea market probably a year or so ago. I'm just going to make those work. I guess we're at the point now where we spent all this time and energy into putting the desk together and building it and all this. I'm going to drill holes into these perfectly good drawers. All right, let's go. All right, so the width of this drawer is 4.5. And I think what we're going to do, let me back up. I should have rehearsed this. Let me back up here. Look. So I'm going to make a mark at about 6 inches from the side. And then a mark here six inches from the side. Now that is 100% eyeballing it. There is no good science there. And since this drawer is 4.5, where's our mark? 4.5 right there. We're going to go 2, 1, 2 right there. Line this up. Make one line. 2 1/4. That one. All right. Let's go ahead and drill some holes. Little pilot hole. Little pilot hole. All right, guys, moment of truth. Oh! Oh! All right, so one hole's not so bad, but now this other one over here has to line up just right, or it's going to look crazy. What? All right, guys. What do you think? Now, we can add to the list of things I don't know. So here, you see how my knob has a little bit of spin to it? This one has a little more spin to it. That's because the screw that's going through is a little too long and it's not bottoming out, so I'm gonna have to put a washer on the back. But to tell you the truth, I'm gonna make it work, but I don't really know what the proper thickness is supposed to be. Like I just don't know that information. All right, let's do the rest of them.
Alright guys, this little crappy video right here is me putting the top on the desk. The reason it's kind of crappy is because I'm basically in my own way in the shop. Like I'm backed up against the door and I don't really have a lot of room to work. So you saw me drill the holes for the bolts. Here I am just cleaning out each hole with the drill bit, just kind of getting a better angle on it. Notice here, my drill won't even do the job I want it to do. So this upcoming little genius engineering feat is a speed drill in a bit extender, and it's not the right size. You see me wobbling the hole out. So the reason I got to use these carriage bolts to bolt the top on is because I actually have to take the top off to get it through the door of my classroom. So the top has to be removable to fit through the door. Here I have the top on to the body and the holes lined up. I'll put a carriage bolt in there and have to hammer it in place. So, yep, can't see it. That's me in my own way again. So obviously I do this on both sides. I screw the nut on. Later off camera, I use a jam nut setup and a cutoff wheel to cut the bolts off nice and flush.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. This is the finished standing desk, and this is the finished video. I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers. We're about 24, 25 now. I think that's amazing. That's awesome that everybody wants to watch some of these videos that I'm creating. I hope the videos are getting better. Maybe my editing prowess is starting to step up a little bit, making the videos a little more engaging. If you have any comments or anything you'd like to see me build, or just some advice on how I can make these videos better and more interesting, please leave them in the comments below. And go ahead and tell your friends, like and subscribe, and let's get this YouTube channel rolling. Thanks.